Fail to comply case. We are asking for a prison sentence of 24 months in this particular case, as well as a license suspension in the amount of 5 years. With that, we'll defer to the rest of the sentence to the court.
Anything from probation?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Elter?
Yes, Your Honor. Speaking with Mr. Burnett, he indicated to me that at the time of the incident, he actually had been thrown out of his residence that he was at that time. The reason that's an important factor, but one of the main factors is he was indicating to me that he's on approximately 20 different medications, and he was at the time. And when he was forced to leave the residence, his medicine was left behind. He didn't have his medications. And that a lot of what happened in this instance here that brought him before the court was him not having that medicine and reacting to it. So he's explained, I think, to probation and the pre-sentence investigation that situation. He understands he's going to have to pay his dues to the court, but what we're asking too, Your Honor, is to consider him going to a CBCF so that he can have the medicine issue addressed, the PTSD issues that he has addressed, and to get him in a position that when he's released, he'll have housing and income and a way to live.
Yes, sir.
And I think he has some things he'd like to tell you as well.
Buckle up,
Okay, Mr.
guys.
Hey, well,
Today
listen,
we're stepping
I'll
into
tell
a
you little
courtroom
bit
where the
about
stakes
it.
are already sky
that's
high
my
before the
time here,
defendant
laws
even
and
gets a
jail for
chance
the
to
past
speak.
101 days.
Prosecutors are pushing for a tough
completed
24-month
drug
prison
alcohol
sentence and a
treatment
5-year license
I'm glad I
suspension.
went to it
But the
twice,
defense
because
quickly shifts the
one half of it
focus to
was
something
for
far more
cognitive
personal.
behavioral,
They
thinking,
argue that missing critical
and I got a lot
medications
out of it.
and
I
struggling
had
with
no infractions
PTSD
whatsoever
played a
while I'm here.
major
I've got
role
along with
in
everybody,
everything
did
that
what I'm
happened.
supposed to do.
Just as the
I
tension
wanna
builds,
thank the
the
ladies
defendant
here,
prepares to
the
tell his
nursing
side of the
staff. They
story.
got me back on my medicine and showed me how to take it on properly now. And when they don't find me, they go find me because they're that concerned about me. I am a good man. I'm retired from Armco Steel. I'm on Social Security and pension. I got 2 kids at home. I've not been in a whole lot of trouble in the past 10 years. I've kind of retired from that. What happened to me that day was merely, I believe I was having a nervous breakdown. I had spent 2 days in Atrium Behavioral Unit to try to get me back on track, and I was released after 2 days, only to be going to my sister's when I got pulled over in Franklin. And when I was pulled over, I even told the officer I wasn't sure where I was or what was going on. And I saw the police cars coming up behind me, and I got scared and I drove away. Sir, that was a terrible mistake I made. I know it. I know exactly what I did. I know what I did with this community. I'm asking for everybody's forgiveness. All I want to do is go home. I want to be with my family. I want to continue treatment through. Been talking to Sarah with Genesis here for the past 2 months on my own dime. She's accepted me in her program. Love to go there. Love to get a place to live now. Because through the 5 years that I was involved with a person, that all got taken away from me. I even sold my house and put the money into that house, but it wasn't in my name, so I'm going to have to deal with that part of it. I lost my wife traumatically. I've lost my mom traumatically. I watched her dementia last 6 months, and I believe I have PTSD from that. Honorable Judge Kirby and his wife Ginger, that's our maid of honor, and they know her very well, and she died all of a sudden on us, and I feel like I'm dealing with that every day, and that's why I'm on my medicine for traffic fines. I'm willing to just once again I want to apologize to you. I'm not that kind of person.
Your Honor, also, there's 2 certificates that I placed on the bench there that shows that he completed that those programs while he was in jail.
Guys, now the courtroom falls silent as the defendant finally speaks for himself. He describes his time in jail, the treatment programs he completed, and how getting back on the right medication changed his outlook. He opens up about losing loved ones, battling PTSD, and making what he calls the biggest mistake of his life after panicking during a police stop. His emotional apology and plea for another chance leave everyone waiting to see whether the judge will show mercy or deliver a harsh punishment.
all out of Miamisburg, well, Miamisburg and Middletown. So, there's also an outstanding protection order against you that was issued this year. So the court is going to find today that you are not amenable to community control, that prison is necessary to fulfill the purposes and principles of sentencing, including punishment and deterrence and protection of the public. We have a problem in this county for some reason because we lie, when two interstates run through our county, lie between Dayton, Cincinnati, and Columbus, and people think that they can just flee from police and not stop. They think, for some reason, they turn something very minor into something extremely major and dangerous. We had a deputy that was killed a few years ago in this county from one of these chases. People think that the police aren't allowed to pursue. That is a fallacy. They are allowed to pursue. But when you run from the police, you don't obey their orders, you put yourself, you put them, and you put the general public at risk. So the court is going to order you to serve 24 months in prison. The court is going to find that you have 103 days jail time credit. The court will find that you're indigent for the purpose of any fines, costs, or other financial sanctions. There is a 5-year operator's license suspension, and that'll be effective as of today, 7/27/26. Now, Mr. Burnett, I do recognize that you are making, it appears you're making an effort, so I do want to at least recognize that. So the court will consider a motion for judicial release after you've served an appropriate period of time. You're also subject to a mandatory period of post-release control.
After listening carefully to every argument, the judge delivers a response that completely changes the atmosphere inside the courtroom. While acknowledging the defendant's recent efforts, he points to an extensive criminal history, multiple active warrants, and the serious danger created by fleeing from police, with public safety taking priority. The judge announces a 24-month prison sentence and a 5-year license suspension, making it clear why accountability outweighs sympathy in this case.
You have a right to appeal the court's decision of your sentence to the 12th District Court of Appeals. If you want to appeal, you must file your notice within 30 days of today's date. If you can't afford to pay for the transcript or anything necessary for your appeal, that can all be provided to you at no cost, including an attorney. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
I'm not really understanding the judicial release.
Mr. Elter can talk to you a little bit afterwards. Basically, it is a mechanism by which the court that I could release you earlier than 24 months. Generally speaking, I would not consider it until you've served at least 6 months of your 24-month sentence.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you behave yourself in prison, sign up for whatever, there may be opportunities for you to receive credit of up to 1 day per month for participating in programs that the Department of Corrections sponsors. I would encourage you to sign up and do as much as you can there. Stay out of trouble, receive no write-ups or infractions, and then we can talk about judicial release in a short period. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Other questions?
No, sir.
Ms. Tranter, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Mr. Elter?
No,
Here's where the story takes one final turn. Although the prison sentence has already been handed down, the judge offers a small glimpse of hope by explaining judicial release and encouraging the defendant to stay disciplined, complete rehabilitation programs, and avoid trouble behind bars. The defendant listens carefully, asks one last question, and respectfully accepts the court's guidance before the hearing comes to a close. If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another case. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.